10 things you need to know before you go to New York City, yo. Here's the thing, whether you're gonna be visiting, whether you're gonna be moving there, you have to know these top 10 things about New York. I lived in New York City for 8 years. And before I moved to New York, I visited about 5 or 6 times. But that first time in New York, man, craziest stuff started happening to me. So I just wanted to give you guys my tips before you head there, just so you know what's really good. And the thing about New York is the only way to love New York is that you gotta completely hate it. So as I'm going through these top 10 things, I don't want you to think I hate New York, but I actually hate it and I love it. So there's that. It's always a love-hate, but New York is a vibe. And let's get into these top 10 reasons. Yes, we're gonna start the list with number 10. That city stinks, okay? New York City stinking, man. It does not smell good. It smells very bad. The smell, no. Cancel that smell, hun. The first time I ever went to New York City, I was in high school, actually. I was with my choir and, we took a bus there, and just the first time I stepped foot in that city, that stank, boo. New York City, you don't smell right. And every time I'd go to visit, it was always a thing. And it just really has a stench, man. And it takes a few weeks to get used to it. Not a few days, it takes a few weeks. So for those of you visiting New York for a short amount of time, the first time I went, I was checking my shoe. I thought I stepped in dog poop. I wasn't quite sure. I was like, is that me? I know I haven't showered, but damn, that's not the way a human's supposed to smell, hun. And so I just wanted to share that you gotta be ready, and there's kind of no way around it. Your nose will get used to it, but it's gonna take a few weeks. If you only have a few days, then that's just what it is, all right? That's gonna lead us into number 9. Number 9 is money traps everywhere, man. New York City is just a giant money trap. And what do I mean by that? A lot of people know it's gonna be expensive, and yeah, everything is really 3 times more expensive than you would find anywhere else in America. A salad's gonna cost you $14, But not only is it expensive food, but I have literally ended up paying a psychic multiple times. That is how crazy the hustle is. Everybody's trying to get your money. You're standing on the corner and somebody starts talking to you, and then they start reading your palm. You're standing on the corner, somebody has different hats, different scarves. Somebody's gonna sell you a box of Oreos. Somebody's gonna try to sell you everything. Animals, pets. I have seen somebody try to sell me everything, all right? So, you're gonna end up spending your money on things you didn't even know existed, right? So yeah, I once gave a woman money for her to tell me that my chakras were deteriorated. So that is the type of thing that's gonna happen to you. Some guy's gonna be playing chess. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna think it's just a normal friendly game of chess, and then he's gonna start asking you for money. That's New York, all right? You're gonna be just on the train and minding your own business, trying to get from point A to point B, and somebody is going to come do Cirque du Soleil backflips on the pole, and then tap you on the shoulder and hand their hat out and expect you to put money in the hat. And if you don't, everybody's gonna look at you like you're being a bad person. But yeah, if you stop and give everybody your money that asks for it in New York, you're gonna go broke on the first block, literally. So that's gonna lead us to number 8. Let me grab my phone, because I don't like to edit my videos. I just wanna do a straight shot. Trash is everywhere. Mountains of trash, all right? New York City is gonna be bags on bags, boo. Bags on bags on bags of trash. Up to your shoulder. I've seen trash bag piles that are taller than me, sitting around for more than a month at a time. So it's part of the reason the city stinks, but the trash, man, it's just all over the street. It's all in the subway. It's all in your Uber. Get ready for a lot of trash. If you're a germaphobe, you're gonna have to let that go. You're gonna have to let it go real quick. I was a germaphobe when I moved to New York, but let it go, because you're gonna really build up your immunity system with all that trash in New York. Which leads me to point number 7. Point number 7 is that anything and everything that you have never imagined is possible in New York. There is something for everybody in New York, right? You can do anything. You wanna go ice skating in the middle of July at a drag show, tranny, fashion show. I don't know. Everything is some sort of crazy fusion of things that don't make sense. Rooftop, silent disco, brunch party where, everyone's wearing orange jumpsuits. That's New York. And New York I can't even describe all of the fun, crazy activities there are to do. Theater, nightlife, museums, exhibitions, protests, classes, everything. Just, you're standing and there's so many street performers everywhere. Poets, crazy people just wilding, man. People doing the absolute most. Instagrammers, celebrities. I've run into so many celebrities in New York by accident, just walking around. So that's the cool part about New York. You don't even have to do much. You could just stand outside and have a great time, but so many different cool art exhibitions. So definitely take advantage of getting to go to shows and things you've never heard of, secret doors you gotta knock on to get in, and all sorts of underground, interesting, cool things to do. So that is the best part about New York to me. It's only point number 7 though. We're gonna take it to point number 6. The downside of New York, one of the major downsides, is crowds, yo. I mean, not just like kind of crowded, but like every day somebody's physically brushing up against you. Whether you're in the train, whether you're just in the grocery store. These grocery stores in New York got like a 20-minute line. Doesn't matter. You go at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, you're waiting in line 20 minutes to check out. You go at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night, you're waiting in line 30 minutes to check out. No matter what time of day, you're gonna be waiting in line, okay? There's gonna be just very few times when you just kind of are the first one there or the only one in a store, and it can change in a second. New York City is the type of place where there's 8 million people, yo. 8 million people, man. It's too much. So there's never a moment where you're not going to be in a crowd or somebody's gonna brush up against you. Get used to getting, somebody's shoulder rammed into you every single day, and people don't care. They'll do it hard too, man. You got these crazy guys. Guys will just run into you and not apologize. That's New York. People sit on you. You go to restaurants and you have 2 inches to the next table. You're gonna be, how you have to get up sometimes in a restaurant and your butt's gonna be rubbing up on a stranger because there's no space in New York. There's no space, hon. No space, no privacy. Your privacy in New York is your anonymity. I hope that's a word. Being anonymous in New York, because there's so many people. You get lost in a crowd of people, but you're never alone. So you're always gonna be in a huge crowd, and everything sells out quick. So a lot of things sell out quick. So if you wanna do something, you gotta grab your ticket like the moment you see it, because it could sell out in a few seconds. And that's gonna bring us to point number 5, noise pollution. On top of that real pollution, New York City's too noisy. You might wanna invest in earplugs when you go. It's like beyond the healthy decibel level for human ears, especially in the subway. I'll just leave it at that. Like, you might think you like the noise and the stuff, but you really might need earplugs. At one point, I was sleeping with earplugs. I lived in Harlem and I was sleeping with earplugs at one point. So just so you know, if you're somebody that is sensitive to loud noises, New York City ain't really gonna give a F, because New York City is loud. It don't sleep, it don't stop. People scream at the top of their lungs for no reason. A lot of people in New York, they talk. They scream to talk. The New York accent, you have to kind of scream. So, people they scream in your ear. Get used to that. And don't start no fights, okay? Because people in New York is crazy, okay? And that was point number 4. This list is really funny. Because, literally crazy people everywhere in New York. And I'm not trying to make fun of mental health or anything like that, but New York really brings out everybody, and everybody in New York is a movie star of their own movie. Like, New York City, man, it's like everybody and everything is there. So a lot of good things are there. You have a lot of good people that want to do good and lift up the world and, be a superhero and be the best they can be and bring everybody with them. And you have all those good vibe people, but then you also got them gangsters, that mafia, that organized crime life, okay? That crazy, you know what I'm saying, type of life. The life, man. New York City it's a lot out here. You got people out here on every type of walk of life, everything and anyone in between. So you just kind of gotta, keep it tight, boo. You gotta keep it tight. You gotta keep your awareness up. You gotta make sure you're paying attention. New York is not the type of place you wanna let your guard down. you're gonna be fine. New York is definitely like, if you're just alert and you're up and you're ready to, you can move, you good. You gotta move quick in New York. You gotta quick. You gotta be up on your toes. You gotta be 2 steps ahead. You gotta be about 20 steps ahead in New York, all right? So watch your back, man. There's crazies out there. A lot of cool people. You're gonna make a lot of friends, and you're gonna meet a lot of interesting people and a lot of inspiring people, but you're gonna be with the real crazy ones, all right? So watch your back, hun. That's gonna bring us to point number 3. Every food imaginable. You trying to eat New York City? Got you. Whatever you need, New York got it. Burgers, fries, gluten-free, vegan, double deep fried. No matter what level of health you want to be on. You want to do an organic juice cleanse for the week? You got it. You got a whole, you got these juiceries that are amazing and they give you everything. Kombucha on tap, charcoal water on tap, ginger, cayenne, lemon pepper shots on tap, honey. You can get that. Or if you really want that deep fried food poisoning, New York got it. The pizza, no better pizza ever. There's no comparing a New York City pizza to any other pizza in the world. Don't try it. Don't play yourself. Don't embarrass yourself. New York City pizza is where it's at. So get it lit, because that food in New York is insane, boo. It's so good. Dessert, fries. Oh, have you ever had a cronut? Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's gonna lead me to point number 2. The subway. Whew. The subway needs its own zip code, MTA. I think it stands for Manhattan Transit Authority. It's just, New York City subway system is insane. You have to experience it because it's a different walk of life. There's New York City, there's the 5 boroughs. There's Manhattan, there's Brooklyn, there's Queens, there's the Bronx, there's Staten Island, and then, Jersey's not really a borough, but it's there. It's the armpit of America. It's the truth. New York City, everybody knows that. New Jersey is like, it's not New York, but they try to claim that they're a part of it. But a lot of people from New Jersey go back and forth to New York. So like, New Jersey people are kind of like honorary New Yorkers in a way. So yeah, I'll give you all that. But the thing is that, yeah, like, for real, it's just, I forget what I was saying. The subway of New York City is abysmal. But you know what? I'm gonna be positive. At least sometimes you can get to where you're going sometimes. And it's open 24/7, kind of. It's technically open 24/7, but you might wanna just get a cab after midnight, because that's when the underground train people kind of take over and they live on the train. And it's not something that's like legal, or, this is kind of something that I feel like is kind of cringy to talk about, because New Yorkers know low key that there's just a time of night that you just don't go on the train, because there's like pretty much people living on it past a certain time. But it's nothing technical, but I'm just letting y'all know, because I wish somebody would have let me know that the first time I thought I was gonna take the train home from the club at 3 a.m. Just take the Uber. It's gonna cost you money, yeah, but you know what I mean? Just take the Uber. Take the Uber. And that's gonna lead me to point number 1. No matter what, New York City is still the most poppin' place on the planet. Like, New York City is like, you just feel yourself. You become your New York version. There's that unstoppable, just like, you think you are literally just, brand new. The concrete jungle, where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. It's so true. It really, like, that Frank Sinatra song, like, start spreading the news. I'm coming today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. New York's lit. New York's dope. I freaking hate it, and that is exactly why I love it. So those are my top 10 things that I would want to tell somebody who's going to New York for the first time or the 1,000,000th time. Live it up, have some fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And make sure to share this video with somebody you know that's heading to New York. So comment below and let me know. Did I miss anything? Let me know what you would have told people about New York. Catch you next time.